From big collabs with lots of fun gimmicks and items to a small update with a minigame fest and scavenger hunt thrown onto it, the DTI's Katseye update is definitely the smallest main collaboration we've had. But what if it wasn't? Hello everyone, I'm OC Maker and I post videos about games, art, and just my interests. Today we are talking about two of my interests, Dress to Impress and Katseye. Since YouTubers always do these little introductions even though you definitely know the topic, GTA is a fashion game on Roblox where you dress up to follow the theme and rate other people's outfits to get to the top. With its growing popularity in 2024-2025, it was sure to have some collaborations in its prime. Some honorable mentions being Charlie XCX, Lady Gaga, and of course today's topic, Katseye. Katseye is a girl group from the reality TV show Dream Academy, a collaboration between Hype and Geffen to see who would be best to become a star. The winners were Daniela, Laura, Megan, Sophia, Yunshay, and Manon. Some of their songs after officially becoming a group being Touch, Gnarly, and their newest song, Pinky Up. Also, quick intervention, I won't be talking about any of the Katseye drama or DTI drama. I'm nowhere knowledge enough to be talking about it. Plus, I want to keep this as lighthearted as possible. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Now, let's go over what's actually in this update. First, there's Manon and Megan's outfits from Gnarly, Sophia and Yunche's outfits from Gabriella, Laura and Daniela's outfits are from a photo shoot, I think, and this also includes all their hairstyles and makeup, and a secret Gnarly sandwich on Lana's desk. Next are the reward items. First, there's the Pinky Up set from the quest, there's the shoes and light stick from the scavenger hunt, and there's some jewelry from the code Katseye. And no, this was only for 24 hours on the day the update came out, so now you're unable to get it. Next is everything that's not an item. There's the Katseye Post Pack featuring the dances for Gnarly, Touch, Gabriella, Game Boy, and Pinky Up. That wasn't that hard to say. Then there's the runway for Gabriella and Gnarly. The Gabriella runway is for most normal themes, and Gnarly is for most of the Katseye special themes. Then there's the quest, featuring multiple mini-games and a concert with voice acting from actual Katseye members. No Manon though, so that's sad. Then there's the scavenger hunt featuring all 6 members. But overall, it's the only thing we don't need to fix or add anything of the entire update. But first, we should probably go over some rules that Hype and Geffen probably set for the update before we get into the fixing. 1. No Manon in the quest. 2. No Internet Girl, Debut, or MIA for anything besides the themes. 3. The quest will have a Pinky Up concert to promote the song. And that's about all I can really think of, so let's get into the fixing. So I decided to add 6 more new outfits for each member. Laura and Megan getting their Touch outfits, Manon and Sophia getting their outfits from one of their performances, and Daniela and Yunshay getting their Game Boy outfits because we do not appreciate the beauty of these outfits enough. Also, the main factor while I was making these was give these girls shoes. Only Laura and Megan got shoes, and the rest were barefooted. And including the quest scavenger hunt, that's 4 shoes in total for 6 members. So all the outfits I picked had shoes because I do not want anyone being barefoot. Especially the fact that DTI feet is terrible to see on the runway. Like, have shoes or else you're getting deducted stars. So I felt like it needed to be done. Anyway, while yes, this is a lot of items, technically 36, I don't care. I want more items. And that's everything I have for physical items, so next is... So for runways, I decided to add 1 for Game Boy, and this will be pretty short because this is the only one I made. And this would just be the normal stage whenever it's not a special round or theme. And speaking of special round... Okay, seriously, stop interrupting me. It's my video. I don't know why you keep cutting it off in the editing. Oh, we're live. Anyway, I have come up with 2 special rounds. And if you don't know what special rounds are for some strange reason, DTI is a special type of round where every 30 minutes, a special event would happen for the next round. For example, the Wicked collab had the Bubbles Galore Defying Gravity rounds, and the Lady Gaga collab had the Gardens of Eden round. All special rounds that had fun gimmicks adding a challenge while dressing up. So, I thought of 2 for the Katseye collab. The first one is called Everything's Gnarly, where the entire map gets covered in the green gnarly slime, making you sweat for 10 seconds if you even just walk in it. And you can't just memorize the parts where the slime is. Every minute, it evaporates and respawns in a different spot. Oh, also some fun details. Every photograph will be replaced with the gnarly album cover, and the cat's eye mannequins will have slime on their heads to look like their hairstyles. Now, the next special round will be hands off, where glass shards and flowers are being thrown everywhere. If they hit any items, then the mannequin breaks and the item isn't available for the rest of the round. And of course, so there won't be items gone in the first few seconds of the round, 4 items will get broken every minute and 30 seconds. And of course, the gnarly round and Gabriella round will switch out every time those rounds have finished. And of course, DTI always has special rewards for the rounds. So let's get into that. So first, after avoiding all the slime for 30 rounds, you get the legit set, with the gnarly slime all around your avatar. And of course, for the hat, there's item adjustment on it, as well as the top, which doesn't actually cover the full top since it's more for details, and that's why you can item adjust it. Next to the shoes, which are these cool little dripping slime shoes. I don't know how to describe it, but you get what I mean. They all have a dripping effect along with it, and the shoes have a little step effect every time they walk. And I definitely didn't take inspo from Blah and Dandy's World. But the entire set is really useful for making outfits for radioactive themes, water themes, and of course, blood. Speaking of blood, after wearing items that get destroyed later in the special round for 10 rounds, you get the Gabriella set called Flores and Andreas. Flores and Andreas. Flores and Andreas. Flores and Andreas.
Flor entre enredaderas.
Yeah, Flor and Andreas, I think. Anyway, which means flowers and vines. Since Gabriella is mostly inspired by Mexican culture and all that, plus if DTI doesn't add any extra items for already covered cultures in this year's culture update, this will be a nice way for some extra representation. And of course, this one has toggles. There are toggles for only dress, only vines, no blood with glass, etc. And with that being said, let's get okay, yeah, the quest definitely needs the most fixing. All it has is a bunch of mini games and a concert at the end. Plus, there's no lore implications at all and a lot of questions left afterwards. Like, how did the girls get lost so we have to find them? Why don't you see the best hear me out in the entire universe, Antonio, besides a single phone call? Why don't the girls have a choreographer? Why is nothing in this quest explained more than just a single mention? So let's just jump into the fixing, because I will add another 5 minutes to this already long video yapping about how mid this quest is. So I made this notes app document about it, and I am going to cut the script off at this point so I can just read this normally with live reactions and everything. Plus, the script is already long enough, so let's get into it. Okay, I am here with this. Yeah. Both of my dogs are sitting on top of me, so if I kind of sound drained and tired, just know why. I'm also recording this at very late in the day, not in the day, very late in the night, as you can see. The DTI X Katseye fixed quest. So it starts off the same, with Katseye coming into the makeover boutique with actual art from the characters by Dory. If you don't know, Dory is the person who draws all of the art for the DTI quests. Our character welcomes them as Katseye talks about their lack of choreographer and no luggage. And after the player does the better version of the makeover boutique from the 3rd week update, and they actually keep the outfits that you make for them, but afterwards, y'all go to the recording studio before losing the Katseye members in a big thing of fog. Doing the same find the Katseye member part, but afterwards they hear the choreographer scream, and you find Antonio, aka the choreographer in this version, and a cage with Agamemnon guarding his cage. So they do a battle with Katseye member singing Pinky Up while you fight him, and if you turn the sound up, you distract Agamemnon. I just wrote Aggie because I got bored, and have a chance to attack him. This happens This happens for a while before you finish. Agamemnon just says, well, this isn't over, mwahaha, thing, and disappears into the fog. Then afterwards they do the choreographer. Then afterwards they do the concert, and there's actually a crowd instead of an empty floor with your teammates. Ending in Katseye thanking you all and taking a selfie. Then the quest finally ends. Still a small quest, but definitely better than a billion mini games in one concert in one quest. So yeah, that's what I have. Tell me in the comments if you think this could be improved, because I definitely think it could be improved like a lot more. So yeah, bye-bye. And that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Comment what you think about these changes and if they could fix this kind of a lackluster update. And also, don't take this as hate. I appreciate all the DTI team does for us, but I feel like if they had a little bit more time, they could definitely fix what this update was. So continue slaying, y'all. Goodbye. Wait, how about another meet and greet?